A donkey and a horse had always lived together. Being good friends, they shared the same stable, the same manger, and distributed the work equally. Their owner was a miller, so their daily task was to transport wheat flour from the field to the main market in the city. The routine was always the same. Every morning, the man put a huge and heavy bag on the donkey's back, and a few minutes later, an equal one on the broad back of the horse. When everything was ready, the three left the stable and set off on their journey. For the animals, the route was boring and quite hard, but since their livelihood depended on obedience, they adapted. One day, the old miller decided to put 2 sacks on the donkey's back and none on the horse's, then gave the order to leave. "Come on, let's get to work, or we'll be late," he urged, moving forward a few steps. They followed him, as always, perfectly synchronized. As they walked for the first time in his memory, the donkey complained, "Hey friend, look at the state I'm in. Our master has put all the weight on my back and I think it's unfair. I can barely stand up and it's very hard for me to breathe." The little donkey was right. Carrying that load was impossible for him. The horse, on the other hand, walked beside him as light as a feather, feeling the fragrant breeze of spring combing through his mane. He felt so happy, pervaded by such a great sense of freedom, that he didn't even stop to think about his colleague's sufferings. To tell the truth, he even felt annoyed by the comment. "Yes, friend, I know that today is not the best day of your life, but what can I do? It's not my fault if this happens to you," replied the horse, ignoring his workmate with indifference and little sensitivity. But the donkey, so oppressed, dared to ask for help. "Please, don't misunderstand me, my friend. In no way do I want to disturb you, but the truth is that it would be helpful if you gave me a hand. You know me, and you know that I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't absolutely necessary." The horse took a leap and a surprised face. "Excuse me, but are you serious?" The donkey, now half dazed, thought he was living a nightmare. "No, this can't be real. Surely I'm dreaming and I'll wake up soon," he told himself, as the sweat began to flow and his big almond eyes started to spin in a disheveled way. A few seconds later, everything became blurry and he felt completely devoid of energy. He had to make a huge effort to continue asking for help. "I need you to help me because I can't, friend, I can't go on. I'm about to faint." The horse sighed in annoyance. "Stop being dramatic. It's not that bad. Remember, you're younger than me and you're in great shape. Also, for once I free myself from the load, I don't want to carry part of yours. I would be a fool if I did," he said under the scorching sun. The poor donkey's legs gave way as if they were made of jelly. "Help! Help, please!" were his last words before collapsing on the grass. The master, until that moment unaware of everything that was happening behind him, heard the dull noise produced by the animal's fall. Startled, he turned around and saw the donkey motionless, lying belly up with his tongue sticking out. "Oh no, my dear donkey has collapsed. Poor animal, I must take him to the farm and call a vet immediately. But how can I do it?" In a panic, he looked around and set his gaze on the horse. "Now that I think about it, you will be the one to help me in this difficult situation. Come on, don't waste time. Bend down," said the man. The horse, confused, obeyed and lay down on the ground. The man then placed the 2 sacks on his back and then dragged the donkey as well to settle him also on the horse's saddle. When he had everything well tied, he said to the horse, "Now you can get up." The animal made a panicked expression in the face of what awaited him. "Yes, I know it's a huge burden for you, but if we want to save our friend, we can only do it this way. I promise I'll reward you with a good portion of hay," the man added. The horse let out a neigh that sounded like a lament, but it was to no avail. He had to travel the return journey home with an enormous load on his back. Due to the miller's quick decision, they arrived in time for the vet to revive the donkey, who was as fit as new. On the other hand, the horse was so destroyed and weak that it took him 3 weeks to recover, a very difficult period also emotionally because he felt very guilty. Lying on the hay in the stable, he whimpered and incessantly repeated, "For my bad behavior, I almost lost the best friend I have. How could I treat him like that? I should have helped him from the beginning." Therefore, when they met again, with much humility, he apologized and promised that it would never happen again. The donkey, who loved him very much, accepted his apologies and hugged him tighter than ever. The importance of taking care, respecting, and accompanying the people we love is fundamental in our lives. Often, in the midst of daily routine and commitments, we forget how essential it is to be present for our loved ones at all times. If it's easy to be there for the people we love in happy times, it's in difficult times that our support becomes crucial. We all face adversity in life, such as the loss of a loved one, financial problems, illnesses, or any other stressful situation. In these moments, we can truly show the value of our relationships. Accompaniment involves being there emotionally, listening, and offering tangible help when needed. Most often, simply knowing that someone is willing to listen to us and understand us is very comforting. But it is just as nice to reciprocate this understanding and listening towards the people we love. Let us know in the comments who are the people with whom you share the burden to carry. If this video has inspired you, like it and don't forget about all the people you truly love. Subscribe to Pearls of Wisdom for more stories like this and see you in the next video.